Hey, what's up guys, Control here, and today I'm bringing you guys a Cubelock basics video. I think this is a pretty interesting archetype. I was actually going over what decks to play, and there are actually so many different Warlock ones that you can do for this. It's really just a really strong class right now. Stimsap is a super obvious one. That's one that I'll probably be covering closer to the end of the season. I'll probably hit Legend with it then and just like keep on doing the good old stay at rank 1, concede down when we hit Legends, or 1 win off Legend with whatever decks we're playing. Which usually happens pretty quickly. In the basic series that I'm doing, I'm generally playing really good decks, so our win rates have been pretty high, which is cool. And I'm glad that's true because it means the decks I'm showing you guys are good. Sup, Emery. But this is Cubelock, so it's a deck that you guys have probably seen me play a bunch, which has changed a little bit over time. I would say it's not the same list that it's always been. It has definitely changed a little bit. I think that one of the big ones, the core of the deck I think is quite obvious, right? It's similar to any slow Warlock deck. You play a bunch of big demons. This deck being different, it runs Doom Guards as well. And Skull, you don't always do that, and you do sometimes run Sense Demons in this type of the deck. I do want to do something different with this though. I do run Teldram. I'm a pretty big fan of Teldram in these type of decks because of the amount of value you get from this card. It's also just like a 3-mana Faceless, which I think is pretty nice. But this is what I would consider kind of core, basically just Defiles for removal. Maybe you even consider Plague of Flames core. The thing is, like, you can put in other packages if you want. Like, you don't have to run Teldram. You can play Sense Demons and a lot more removal cards. So if you want to run like single target removal cards, like say like, I don't know, Dark Bomb. Maybe you want to run like a Godfrey in your deck for like AoE removal. It's perfectly fine, you can do it. Me personally, I've been preferring Eggs recently. I think Plague of Flames is a really strong card. So that's one of like the things I'm going to be using for AoE. And it's also one of the reasons why I'm using Evil Geniuses instead of Dark Bags. Which I think in general are just better too. I think it's a little bit stronger. The minions is big and you get 2 lackeys, which is really big. So I would say like this is kind of the core. If you're not playing the Egg version, maybe you just go, I don't want Geniuses in my deck. And you wouldn't want Teldram either. You would then play like Dark Packs and just a ton more removal. But for us today, we're going to be playing a little bit more of a faster Cubelock, I guess. I played a Reno Cubelock like this a little while ago as well, kind of in the same style. The idea is that you play for board basically from the get-go. You run 2 eggs, so I'll put the cards in the deck now. So we run Plague of Flames. We even run Power Overwhelmings. It's really good in this deck with Doom Guards. So we're going to do that. Egg. So we're going to run Nubian Egg and the new Serpent Egg, which is really nice for consistency. Just being able to play these early is super, super sweet. And we have 6 slots left. So we want Teldram for sure. And I think most of the time you want Umbra in these decks. Umbra is just really, really good as a value engine. Super, super insane card. And then we need to add back in Evil Genius, I think. What's his name? Evil Genius. I need 2 slots left. So our 2 last slots would kind of be the tech cards. I didn't mention it, but I do think Ziliax's core is really, really good. And would do something similar to like what a heal bot would do, but just removes things as well, which I think is good. So that's pretty strong. Last slots. Maybe like a Faceless. We could do like a Faceless. I think one of those is pretty good in this deck. Faceless Doomguard, Faceless Mal'Ganis, Faceless big minions your opponent's playing. Maybe you're against like Mech Paladin, you Faceless their huge mech card on 5. That just sounds good. So we do that. Type in Faceless. Maybe just run 2. It's a really good card. I think we maybe just run 2. That should be fine. You don't want to run N'Zoth in this deck, I don't think, because you play the eggs, right? And you also don't necessarily need that much top end. It's a very explosive deck. You guys will see when we play. I think the POs really add to that. The explosion that you do get, because one Doom Guard can sometimes just absolutely overwhelm your opponent. No pun intended with the name of the card. But I think this is a super explosive deck, and that's going to be kind of what we're looking to do. Just Umbra shenanigans with the eggs. Should be good. It's an okay intro. Let's hop into some gameplay. Odd-Rogue? Okay.
None can escape my fury.
Flames is okay. It's not great against Odd-Rogue. It's good like mid-game, not early game. It's probably good enough to keep still though, because you draw any egg and it's really good into like a hench config. Skull and Voidlord are definitely good.
None will survive.
Hello. Did you miss the Arena Mage gameplay? Unfortunately, yes. I've already finished up the Arena Mage. We did really well with the deck we played. We like played like a tempo Arena Mage deck, and I think we went like 5-1. So definitely not too bad with that. His face. So I have good cards in my hand already. Should I play 2-2 this turn? It's maybe a 2-2 plus Plague of Flames next turn to take the flip for the Hench config. And then just coin Skull and stabilize that. That's probably makes the most sense. I'm on coin, so he can't coin Vile Spine. We should be fine. Okay, so we probably just tempo this then. It just makes us heal for 3 usually, which is more than good enough. Carpet trade. He's not like playing Fungalmancer, so sorry, it's not Fungalmancer, but he's not playing like big stuff, so we're fine. How often are we dead next turn? 12. Yeah, we're dead a lot of the time next turn. It's basically just Leroy, or double deckhand, right? But it's still a coin Skull. We win the flip, and then we just faceless our Skull, or sorry, our Voidlord, and then we're fine. So we have to win a 50-50, and we also have to not die. Not that hard, to be honest. It's pretty unlikely that he kills us, then we just have to win the coin flip.
Feed the fish.
He was not playing us, I think. Tiger. So he attacks for 1 less damage. Oh, did he just miss lethal? Wait. No, he didn't. Why did he say attack player then? I mean, getting rid of the weapon is just good for him though. But okay, we play faceless. We lose to deal 2 Lackey here. He hasn't played a card that generates lackeys though, we should be okay. I have Cube plus Plague of Flames next turn as well, so we get a full clear and probably 2 Voidlords. I think it's pretty unreasonable to assume that he would clear 2 then. That's weapon. I think that Plague of Flames, I guess, is... Oh no, he's dead. No, okay, we're not dead.
This one will prove very useful.
So we go all face, we cube here, and we play Plague of Flames.
A paltry task. You command.
It's never better to try and kill him, I don't think. No, it makes no sense to try and kill him. We go face. We keep the minion that lets us not die. And then we use flames. So we lose to deal damage lackeys usually, that's about it, right? They don't have direct damage in their deck, so it's basically just lackeys or another owl and something else that silences. Hey Monkey, thanks for 7, dude. Welcome back to the Digital Athlete. It's been a great day. Thank you. How you doing, dude? What do I think about the league game? It's pretty cool. I like it. It's like Artifact done properly, I would say. So we can go face, cube that, and then Genius or cube. Yeah, that would have been the play. Okay, cool. It's like an average sketchy game against an aggro deck with this list if you have Skull.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I am your nightmare.
Another Warlock. So we probably have to win with like Doomguard Cube. Okay, cool. Doomguard Cube in 1 turn usually against this deck, I think. Otherwise, the Snip Snap deck just plays like Plague of Flames against us, and then we don't win, right? So even like popping Cube is sometimes just bad for us early. I think it's also a matchup where we don't really want to draw Void Lords a lot of the time. We prefer to have like the aggressive minions most of the time. So we draw the PO, which is really good. I can play the egg here, we can tap. Probably happier tapping. Evil Genius as well, okay. Definitely shaping up to be a good hand. Library Point. It's also probably not snap passing this much. So we play the Color Man. You know, I see this card a lot. The way his hands are kind of annoys me. I don't really like the whole, like, you know, like I want to fight you sort of thing like this, you know, like it's kind of weird. Not the biggest fan. Queen. He doesn't me play. Or Mal'Ganis gets sackpacked. Oh man. Oh, that's also an unfortunate draw there. I can't even play good flames here. I think it's good. I definitely am not winning in one turn. So it's Mechafoon. I can't faceless this. I can trade here if I pull my Doomguard, we're happy. If I don't pull my Doomguard, we're not happy. We're okay like taking a flip here, we have to kill him. So we get the Doomguard, we're happy. Hey Zay. Sign Sup. So we cube here. And we just Plague, and we hope that he doesn't get a Void Lord. He usually does though. But I mean he literally plays sensitivities, right? So maybe he gets another 3-4, but it's usually a yeah, okay, we got lucky. So let's go face for 10. He then trades into our minion next turn. Gets the 3-9 then. Okay. We have to attack a lot of times to kill him. Okay, we don't kill him now. I mean that's a trade. I guess I'm tapping here. I mean, I didn't think that I was going to, but I guess I am now. Okay. So you can't play Gul'dan. He doesn't have another Void Caller. He can Nether, but that's why we did that. Reno's, okay. I mean, it does something. Should tap. Defile's not enough. We can faceless here though. We don't have two ways to activate our egg is the problem. But we should still do this. Trade and go face. I get an extra attack if I wait to pop next turn. With the cube. Because he's gonna play Void Lord, right? So to deal with that. Dude, we have to do so much damage, holy shit. We played Nerubian, would you ever set up with like a Defile maybe? It would be like trade the Reno. No, we can't do that. Oh, he didn't hit it. I mean, if he didn't hit it, then... So Void Lord's a lost card in his deck. Damn. So I can do... I'm 2 off right now, right? So if we get a Lackey that deals 2 damage, do we have enough room though? That'd be 5, that's 6, then 7. No, then this counts as a minion, right? So we don't have enough room on board. I mana to Defile though. I think if they get a TL2 Lackey, we win, so... Pretty sure. Deal 2 so I can go face with all of these. No idea of space, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, we win. I was thinking I would have to have mana to defile. So remove the 1 and then the 2. But no, we just get there. Okay. That's kind of an ideal pan out against another Warlock. If he had the Void Lord, we would have had to send all of those Doom Guards into
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
another Warlock.
Your soul shall be mine. I am your nightmare.
Oh, that sounds okay. We finally have the egg plus genius, so that's good. So we're gonna try that. PO Void Lord, a little bit weird. It's good we have to coin. I mean, we were gonna coin the egg anyways, but that's fine. The file's okay. Why do people play the deck? They just want to win. It's also pretty budget friendly, right? I think playing it's definitely understandable. Cheaper than this deck. I don't really want to coin this. I don't feel like I really get anything from coining the Void Lord. So I'm just gonna do that so we get here. Transform Lackey and Tall Lackey, okay. Which means I pass. Let's been Transform Lackey good on. Nothing really, right?
I ain't talking.
It was a 1-drop instead of a 9-drop. Unlucky. A little bit unlucky. We are not hitting Legend today now. Not hitting Legend for a long time. End of the month. I will play Simsap Warlock for 1 day and see how high I can get Legend. That will be the goal with that. Until then, we are good. So this seems like Arena Lock. Maybe Lotheb is something I want in this deck. Instead of like second Faceless maybe. That could work.
I know who you are.
Omega lol. Imagine running Eater of Secrets, dude. So cubing the Void Lord is good for tempo. And then I can Faceless it after. I could also just greed a little bit longer and he probably couldn't do that much. Tempo plays not very good into Reno, right? Tempo plays really bad into Reno. Do a PO. I think tempo plays still correct. Hearthstone rank 1? Yes, sir. You know, man. Brand 1.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Fuck off. Double sack pack, cool. What a cool 9-drop, huh? Ugh, dude, that's rough. It's like bad too because he heals for 5 as well. So it's like twice as shitty almost. So just probably tap and then like coin the Faceless though. Or the Zephyrs because of Barista stuff. Go face. I wonder if Zephyrs is ever like a good enough reason to just play this as like a Reno deck always. Last time we played Cubelock we did play it as Reno deck and we did pretty well with it. I think Reno decks on average just do pretty well in general though because you draw a lot usually if you're playing Reno Lock and you have specific answers to a lot of different things. So a lot of the time, unless you're playing aggro, you're usually drawing your specific answers to the things you're playing. Another Faceless. I really wish that I had Doom Guards, I'm not gonna lie. I probably don't want to Faceless it for like the 17th time. Yeah, I think we pass on the 17th Faceless. We want to get the Doom Guard in our hand, I think. Cool, that's really good. Because we're like doing a lot of damage right now, right? Just gonna do that one more time. We're punching a lot in the head, and if he doesn't really think about it too hard. I may just have like a Void Caller, poop out a Doom Guard that we can PO and Faceless and win the game with. And that's kind of ideally what we're gonna do here. We do only have one turn, but if he pops a cube and then we have Void Callers up, we can like Plague of Flames, get the Doom Guard out, PO, do that. There's a Force of Photons, get you to kill our Tommies. The Red Lord is good though. He's attacked with that? He has attacked with that, okay. So we have lethal, I think? If I understand correctly. We still have lethal because we pull 4 minions. So we go this, we do this. Get a bunch of Void Callers, we go Plague of Flames actually. We get the Doom Guard out. We power overwhelming the Doom Guard even though we don't need to. We had to before, now that we have Mal'Ganis, it's not necessary. We do it just for fun. PO, maybe we can face this Mal'Ganis. Let's do that. Face. Okay, that's cool. So it's like an interesting game. You don't usually want to cube your Void Caller, but I mean, for like tempo reasons, it was pretty good there, right? We kind of got fucker dogged. Hard.
Versus Thrall.
For
A
your
shot.
soul shall be mine.
So Plague of Flames is still decent, but like their boards are usually just like too wide to have it be good. So you probably should look for Defile, keep the egg. Okay, not bad. You can copy their minions with Tal'Daram sometimes too. Not that they really run anything that's like great. Even if it's like even, it's not very good. But I mean, sometimes it's okay.
We have turned our curse into our
Even.
strength.
Earlier in the month, the flavor of the month was definitely leaning towards the Quest Battlecry variant, but like near the end now, a lot of people are playing these even decks. I basically queued none of the Quest decks at all. It's always even Shaman when I'm playing in Shaman now. So we have Nerbian Egg PO to kill something, like an egg, sorry, not an egg, but like maybe a Totem Golem or something next turn? That could work. Maybe even like Tal'Daram and Nerbian on curve too. That's a pretty fast, I mean, if he's gonna do that, then sure. Like, fine, I'll do it. It's like a good use of the card in this matchup, I think. So trade there and I play Serpent Egg. You get a 4/4. You can't coin a 4-drop. Maybe like Jade Claws? Jade Claws would be good. Hey, Sugar. Eel, okay. Eel's fine. No problem with that card. Did I really just draw this in curve? Jesus, dude, if this works, we're good at the game. If he has Devolve, we're in a kind of a bad spot though, obviously, but I mean, you just play it. You don't ever get a player on Devolve, unfortunately, so just play into it. If we can pop our 3/4, obviously we get to, like, just get a Void Lord and faces it, which is insane. This guy is not worried about anything. Holy shit. The Doom Guard's kind of fine too. Still think it's this trade, then we just go from there. So we get the Doom Guard. Still fine. I'm not gonna go face with both, we just use them to kind of just have like some board presence for a bit. It's really weird to see a slow-ish Warlock deck have a smaller hand than a even Shaman. Evolve, that's fine, so we get 4 drops. Oh wow, we get spell damage when we inspire, when we light tap, wow. If we play Tal'Daram on that, we get double spell damage. That's actually kind of insane if you think about it. Combo! We can kill our whole board with our Defile. That is pretty nutty, not gonna lie. Only you can target this with spells and hero powers. That's not a hero power, unfortunately. Let's kill his minions. Yeah, let's kill his minions. Not the best 4-drop in the game. Yeah, not the best 4-drop in the game. I could trade and clear with Defile. This is so funny. It triggers twice, right? So we only have a 3-1 left over if we don't trade. If we trade first, it still triggers twice.
I wonder.
It's always bad with the Serpent Egg, right? It's never good. Can we do anything with 6 that we can't do with 5? Not really, right? No, we should tap. Cube? Cube is a little bit optimistic. Should play Librarian. I mean, like, cubing this is kind of fine, right? It's not great. But it kind of fights for board.
So many possibilities.
So, here's where you're wrong.
Thinking I'm just gonna do that. Seems a little bit better there. Honestly, it wasn't like the worst play in the world either. It just also wasn't the best. It's not even like Cube's the best card in this Magic, because it really isn't. It's not very good at all. Jade Lightnings. Okay. So I can Tal'Daram and then cube that? Would I even want to, like, do that, though? So I'm playing a Void Lord next turn. I don't want to break my cube, right? That doesn't make any sense. I can maybe just kill the 0-2, get some lackeys. I don't think I want to cube here, though. The DL2 is good. This should be the Tal'Daram play, I think.
Tremble before Tal'Daram, mortal.
This dungeon reeks of magic.
Dude, no.
Job done.
Fuck me, dude. Like, oh. Oh. Man. One Fury, GG, I'm dead. Man.
Elements I like. Totems
Technically not
I
dead.
love.
Technically not dead. I don't have demons on board, right? Nope. Well, he needs to have 2 burn spells or devolve. If he devolves, we always get the Lich King anyways, so it's fine. Not really an issue, right? Or Primordial Drink, that's fine as well. We take Primordial Drinks here. That is both devolves, I believe. Plays a Sea Giant. Okay. So we play the Lord of Voids. Do that. I might be cubing a 1-3 with Umbra. Nice play control. You like the Lanessa. Thank you. She was good. She cleared a thing from below. With a ton of other units, but she still didn't. Is he not? Okay, I was gonna say, if he doesn't attack, your reaction will win. So we get Mal'Ganis, trade once, trade. We still have 3-5. We should be fine with this, right? Just clear the giant. No Umbra cube on the dragon? No, I think we're fine now. I think after that turn we're just good. We stabilize. Lich King? Okay, Lich King's fine. I can't value trade my Mal'Ganis. If I make 2 more Mal'Ganis, no, it'd only be 2 in total, right? It wouldn't be like 2 more, it would just be 2. Mal'Ganis has taunt, though. That is a very relevant thing.
The greatest virtue is
So we do this. And now we are about as safe as we possibly can be. Even if he has a Hex, he still has to deal with a lot of other minions on board. Clears a 5-6, and then he just sits there contemplating his life. He probably trades our Umbra. Taunt Totem's moderately annoying. Death Pact, I guess? But like, even into that, we still have this, right? Oh, fuck. Is that maybe ever enough? takes 11. He gets like a death pact here, right? We should be tapping. Skull is not good.
Unity, precision, primitive.
If I pop this, we might not be in the best place ever. If he clears. So we do that. You can clear the egg if he has Doom Pact anyways, right? So I shouldn't play it. No, there's no benefit if he has Doom Pact to do that. Maelstrom, okay. Fuck the sorry. Jesus, dude. What burn spells does he have left? 1 Jade Lightning, 1 Crackle. I mean, you're still topping here, right? I have Gul'dan in my deck. I don't win next turn with that. So I play these and I pass. I don't think I skull. He lost Sea Giant. He has Thing from Below still.
Elements I like.
Totem Carver is fine.
Totems I love.
The final goes 1, 2, 3. Then I trade there, I get a Doom Guard. I'm 1 off lethal right now, right? I think there's 1 card, I'm never dead from hands. We do this when we win.
What do you ask of me?
GG. That was kind of sketchy though. They did a pretty good start as well.
You win this
Yeah, that's kind of cool. The first of all was really funny, the Spellfire Defile. That was really dope.